Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. I still have company in my house, Eagle fans, to be honest, that will be leaving this morning. And I'm cooking breakfast and telling them to get out. So I want to give some first morning thoughts on the game last night. And damn, we were so close, guys. We were so close. Now, a lot of people will go through and say, well, damn, if you had Micah Parsons, you would have won. You would have won if you only had Micah. Well, that may be true. That may be true. But I have some numbers to actually back up one of the things that happened in that game. Is when Clark was in, I think the Eagles were only able to run less than 2 yards a carry. The thing is he wasn't in every play. He literally just got to town. So there's that. And I don't know if y'all remember, I know I got y'all's attention here with breakfast. Here we go. I don't know if y'all remember last year. We got beat 38-7 at AT&T. I want to say between the two games last year that Micah played in with the Eagles, I want you to understand something here. We got beat 75, I believe it was 75 points. Let me say that again. The Eagles scored 75 points last year on 2 games against the Cowboys. Yeah, I hate that battery powered. I'm old school. That's for the lazy chefs out there. So, let me say again, last year, we gave up 75 points to the Eagles in 2 games with Micah. So, I don't know that you look at this and say that the defense is worse. When you say that we averaged 35 points a game, 37 points last year on 2 games, and we only gave up 24, I'd have to say that's a marked improvement from where we were. And that was the first game. Yes, the first half was, it looked like we were just going to be blown out the first half. So I will say the other part on this is where we were calling for Cowboys need D-back help. They corralled the Eagles passing game. So here's what I say, and you can call me crazy, but I think the Dallas Cowboys have the opportunity to be better than most people gave them, that most people thought. And I think that this might be, if Jerry Jones meant what he was saying about being a better team and doing more with the money from Micah, they should be looking at bringing in a little more help. Yeah, I feed the enemy real good. So I'd like to get your thoughts. Do you feel better about the Cowboys, or do you feel like same old Cowboys, don't know how to win games? Now the other part of this I will say is, yes, I don't have my gloves on, but I'll wash my hands real good. The other part of this I will say is the Cowboys, it's September. And Michael keeps pointing out that when the Cowboys win the first game, they don't make the playoffs. We beat the New York Giants in their Super Bowl party. Okay? We did. In New York. We beat the Giants, their Super Bowl party, 21-17, I believe it was, and we went 8-8. We lost to Tampa Bay by, I think, less than 3 points, and we went 12-5 and made the playoffs. So here's the thing. Now we've got some games that could be winnable. We've got some games that could be what. Hang on for 1 second. I need to get some eggs. Hold up. So here's the thing. Here's what we said early was we want to show up for that first game and not be mollywop. Now it is September and the teams, we don't know. We don't know. It may be that the Eagles are full of themselves and having the Super Bowl hangover, and it might be that the Eagles aren't that good a team. So you just don't know at this point. And it could be that the Cowboys just got sick and tired of listening to the Eagles, and they came to play and do something about it. Time will tell. But you got the Giants this week. If you can play the Giants and get a win, you got the Bears coming up. You got Green Bay that's coming up on after that. If you can find a way to get a few wins stacked up and start getting some momentum, and at some point you're going to start getting guys like Overshown back, you get Overshown back on that defense. And if you got 1 or 2 more players to go on there, guys, this team is not that far off. And don't start with, see, look, they got lost and he talking about the Super Bowl. I'm not talking about no Super Bowl. Don't even try and put that. I'm not even close to saying anything like that. What I am saying is that team played a lot better than a lot of teams did against those Eagles last year. So that's all I'm saying. Shoot. Welcome to the Jobu Sports Inn. We may not win, but damn it, we'll feed your ass, even if you're the enemy. All right, when I get done with this stuff, we go down to the man cave. We have some really interesting statistics here that will bode well for our Cowboys. And I'm going to eat me some breakfast. As always, I appreciate y'all. Peace.